Viewers, welcome back to my channel. Zekahopi is the name of the channel. If you're new to this page, kindly subscribe and put on your notification bell so that you'll be able to get videos when I post a new video. Today I'll be taking us through our basics. Like I said, this channel is to make the novice of the novice a pro. So we'll be starting from the basics. I will be showing you the basic measurements in a pattern paper. We will not be using freehand. When I mean freehand, I mean um, measuring directly in our fabrics. But no, that's not what we'll be doing. We'll be using pattern paper to do a lot of things today. So ride on with me as I take you through the lectures, through the tutorials of today. Stay tuned. Hello viewers, like I said, I'll be taking you through how to draft a basic blouse. That is what I am going to do right now. Remember in my formal video where I defined all the terms, I told you that everything we have horizontal measurement and vertical measurement. Vertical measurement are circumferences, while horizontal is from shoulder to waist, shoulder to anywhere you want to take it to. But the vertical measurements are or have to do with the circumference, as in around the body. So we are going to, you can see that I've already marked out my horizontal measurement. I'll be explaining what I did here. Because we are marking on a pattern, I won't be folding it. Like I told you that whenever you want to take any measurement of horizontal, because we have the front and the back, so any the vertical circumference will be divided into two. That's the front and the back. That's basic for every fashion designer. For you to take the measurement, you have to cut two pieces, and when you're taking this measurement, your fabrics must be on fold. But because this is pattern paper, we are assuming that it has been folded like this. So let's say we have folded our paper and this is it. So the measurement I'll be taking today, the measurement I'll be working with today is, let me explain first of all give you the horizontal measurement. The horizontal measurements are full blouse length is 23, then the shoulder to waist is 15, bust point as in shoulder to bust is 13, and then shoulder to under bust is 12. The horizontal measurement we'll be taking is our shoulder, which is 14, then our bust point, which is our our bust, which is 36, then the waist is 34, and then the hips is 39. So first of all, the first measurement we'll be taking is the horizontal measurement, which I have done. This is our 10. This is where I marked the 10. That is the bust point, the shoulder to bust. Then shoulder to under bust is this. Then shoulder to waist is this. And then our full blouse length. I hope you're on with me. Then I will go on now to impute the vertical measurement. Then this is our borderline. On this borderline, we have to take the shoulder measurement. On this borderline, we take the shoulder measurement. And our shoulder here is 7. Every shoulder, like I explained before, will be divided into 2. It is not a it is not round, because our shoulder is just from shoulder to shoulder. And we have the front and the back. So we're going to divide it into 2. Shoulders are mainly divided into 2. So what we have here as shoulder measurement is 14. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. So I'm going to mark our 7 here, which is 7 inches. This is it. I'm marking our 7 out. This is our shoulder measurement. Then, from here, I'll have to, from the bust point here, you will come up by 2 in order to get your chest measurement, the chest measurement. So let me impute chest measurement now. This is what I'm doing now. Right now, I'm doing the measurement, and then you connect. Once you finish, you connect. And this is it. So from this 7 inches I took, I'll bring it down to join this in the chest. Let me label this as the chest. Okay, now I will go ahead to determine our armhole. You will take the circumference of the bust. Our bust measurement is 36, and 36 divided by 4. Now we are dividing by 4 because it goes round, and we are assuming that our fabric is on fold, our pattern paper is on fold. So on the shoulder, then I will add my 1 inch seam allowance. We already know what seam allowance is. I've explained it before. If you don't know, I'll be putting the link on the description, on the comment box, so that you go through it as well. So this is it. I'll put in the distance. So I'm going to make a connection from this shoulder. From the shoulder, I'll come down by 1. I'll come down by 1. The standard measurement for neck measurement is 3 by 3, depending on the person you're doing. If you're doing it for a fat person, you can use 4 by 3, as in four widths and 3 depths, or or 3 depths, 4 widths. So now I am taking three wide, 3 widths, and 4 and 3 depths. 3 widths, 3 depths. That's the standard measurement, depending on how the shoulder you want. But this is the standard shoulder measurement. Once this is 3 by 3. If you want a wide neck, you have to determine that. If you want as in a fallen neck, you will determine that. So I will use my pattern maker to connect the 3 by 3. So this is our neck. Then from this 1 inches I went down with, I will connect to my neck. Remember, what we are drafting is the basic body. I'll connect to my neck. Then now, to get a perfect armhole, we are going to measure from the borderline to this. We have 8, and 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then we take 4 here. We take our 4. That is the midpoint. From this midpoint, I'll come in by 1. Then I will make a curve to connect as in the bust here, and then to my arm, to my shoulder, to form an armhole. I hope you're with me. So this is our perfect armhole. Then we will now go ahead to impute other measurements. Then our we are going to ignore the underbust. Whatever you have in the underbust, that's what you use as the waist. So whatever you have on the waist is what you're going to mark on the underbust. Then our waist is 34. 34 divided by depending on how many allowance you want. Me, I normally use 1.5 inch. Some people use 1 inch. Some people use 2 inch. For me, I use 1 inch for my seam allowances. So on this 7.5, I'm going to add a 1.5 inch seam allowance. You also already know what seam allowance is. Then we go down to the full blouse length, and then we take our hip measurement, because the blouse will stop on the hips. So that's what you take, the hip measurement at the full blouse length. Our hip measurement here is 39. So 39 divided by 4 is 9.75. So we mark exactly 9.75. 9.75 you mark. Then you add your 1.5 inch seam allowance. Our 1.5 inch seam allowance, which is this. Then you connect this to this, and that is what I'll do. Here is my basic blouse. Because this paper is not long enough, I'm supposed to add 2 inches hemming allowance. 2 inches hemming allowance is almost, let's say this remaining part is the 2 inches for hemming allowance for turning. When I mean hemming, I mean turning. If you go through the definition of the terms I did, you will know what is hemming allowance. And this is it. This is your basic body for your blouse. Okay, we'll go ahead to measure the back. We have already finished with the front, like I said. So we'll go ahead to measure the back. The difference between the back is just the zip allowance at the back, and then the neck. The neck depth for the zip for the back is always smaller compared to that of the front. So in this particular one, before we go ahead to impute all those measurements, all the basic bodies, first I will first of all draw my borderline like I did in the first one. I'll go ahead and draw my borderline in the first one. So I'll go ahead and draw my mark my borderline, take my borderline out of this place. Then once I'm done with it, I'll go ahead and impute the zip allowance. To accommodate the zip allowance, to accommodate the zip, we have to give a 1 inch gap. Some people use 2 inches for zip allowance, but me, I use 1 inch. So it's 1 inch I'm marking here, 1 inch zip allowance, 1 inch zip allowance, 1 inch zip allowance, 1 inch. Then I'll connect it down. That's the major difference between the front and the back. So this is it. After connecting it, I will impute my basic bodies the way I did for the front. I will impute my basic bodies the way I did. The difference between the back and the front is the zip allowance and then the neck. So with how I have done it now, we'll go ahead and mark our neck. You can see this is the zip allowance. I am not starting from here. I am starting from here. I am not starting from here, but I'm starting from here. So I will put my 3 inches. I hope you can see me. 3 inches. This is it, 3 inches. So I will mark it here right now, 3 inches. And this is going to come down by 1 inch. Unlike, you can take 1 inch or 2, but the standard is 1 inch. Unlike the front that we did 3 by 3, this one is 3 by 1 inch. So I'm going to connect it. You can use freehand because this is small. You can use your freehand and connect it. But right now you connect it down to the zip allowance that you made. You can see the way I marked it. This is our let me use this to shapen it well. So this is our neck. You still come down by 1 here, 1 inch here, and then you connect to the neck to make it. Why we take out this 1 inch is because the shoulder is not straight, it's slopey. So that is the difference. I will still come here and take my normal what I did in the front. The circumference. I will still come in here and impute the circumference of my bust. The circumference of my bust is Yeah, this will be all for now. You can see this is the back and this is the front. This is the back and this is the front. I won't be cutting it out because I'll be working with this from time to time. But if you're working on it, you can go ahead and cut it. Once you finish cutting it, you place it on your fabric and then that is it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorials today. Give me a thumbs up if you find this tutorial beneficial, and like my page if you are one. Invite your friends to come and visit the page. Thank you for watching and thank you for staying tuned.